On today's episode of No We're Actually Scared, we're talking rituals and games. I'm your host, Dusty Davenport, here with my co-host,
Johnny Paranoia, and we're going to be talking about Ghost Monopoly.
Scrabble.
I could play Scrabble.
Yeah.
With Ouija boards, right?
The Ouija board. Do you think you could play Scrabble with a Ouija board?
I think it'd be kind of cool. Like, if you're, like, lonely and bored, why not?
Yeah, let the planchette just
Yeah.
move around. All right, let's talk some Monopoly.
Let's do it.
All right, fun one today.
What is it?
Games.
What kind of game? Carnival games?
I just want to do the jigsaw. Like, you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah, the movie?
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
play a game? I love Saw.
I know.
We're eventually going to do like a Saw thing. We're going to go through every movie one of these days eventually.
Oh.
That's my dream for the podcast, is that it's just
Okay.
going to turn into a Saw podcast eventually.
Let's do it. But we got to go to, like, the Saw, like, escape room and everything
Yeah,
first.
Vegas. We're planning on doing that.
you
I
know-
think for my wedding, I think we're going to go to the Saw escape room.
Yeah, if we're going, we're going to do it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck
Get
the
married
strip-
by Elvis.
Forget the strip clubs, dude. We're going to
Yeah,
go
dude,
to
I'm playing with Jigsaw.
we're gonna play a game, dude. You know, I think they have the Blair Witch one too hooked up to it.
What's funny is there's 3 now.
Really?
So there's the Saw escape room, and they're connected with the Blair Witch escape room, and they're just opening an It escape room.
That's pretty sweet.
So
That's pretty sweet.
you get Jigsaw, the witches, and the clowns,
That's awesome.
and you knock it all out, and then you go check out Zach Baggins' fucking
Yeah, haunted
his
museum.
setup over there with all the haunted stuff.
I heard he's a kind of a douchebag.
Yeah. Did you ever watch his show with Eli Roth?
No. Oh, yeah.
He has,
I
like,
saw
little
it.
shorts or whatever.
Yeah, the short
And
ones.
they do things based on the
Based on
items
the museum?
in the
Yeah,
museum. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It'd be cool to see. I mean, I would like to see it. I know we used to watch Ghost Adventures all the time.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
Right, but there's just so much good content now on like the internet.
I know.
Like YouTube is phenomenal for like all
Yeah,
freaky.
what's your
weird
shout out
shit.
your Fear Factory or Project Fear?
Project Fear?
Project Fear. They're
Yeah, I watch them every
they're,
week, man.
They're great.
I love them, dude. I
They're
love
great.
them.
I love them. His movie was really good. I remember in Indiana. They did a good job on that movie.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was where the kid social services and the kid walked up the wall backwards.
Yeah. They're in like the hospital and he's like climbing up
Yeah.
the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, the social services didn't know how to respond to it.
They were like,
I think we got a little problem.
they brought in like cops to like the house.
Yep.
And they're like, I don't want to go down there.
Cops were refusing everything. Yeah, what Demon House or something like that. Yeah, shout out to Demon House, man. That was actually pretty
Demon
good.
House. Yes, that was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good. All right, so I kind of went down a rabbit hole between YouTube and TikTok and
Those are
Instagram
always fun.
and all those things, and there's a lot of like curse games, and you know it's like very like childish stuff. Like back in the day, you always
Yeah.
think of light as a feather,
Stiff as a board.
stiff as a board, Bloody Mary, like
Bloody
all those
Mary.
ones. But they're getting more intricate now.
See, when I think of Bloody Mary, do you know the South Park episode when they call on
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. That's all I think about now when I see Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Or hear about
Or
it.
you think of like Candyman. And
Candyman,
I know we never
yeah.
said it, but horror legend died
Right.
about a month ago. Tony Todd.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
R.I.P.
Final Destination, Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, the 90s remake in color. What was the other movie he was in?
Bunch of classics.
Recently. Shoot. Tony Todd's the fucking man, dude.
Yep. R.I.P. to a
He's
legend.
An excellent horror, dude. Great voice.
Yeah.
Like him and the guy from They Live. Like just two of the best like voices for like
Voices?
big like black dudes like in like horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, they just have like those deep like powerful voices.
Wait, you don't like Busta Rhymes and like Halloween H2O?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I
Trick or
want
treat, motherfucker. That's one of the greatest lines ever in like a horror movie, man. Shout out Halloween H2O, man.
But yeah. So glasses up for Tony Todd, man.
Yeah.
What was I talking about now? No, I'm in
Games.
Candyman. Oh, Bloody Mary, Candyman. Say Candyman 5 times in the mirror. Bloody Mary. It's all connected with that stuff. But these games are getting intricate. The kids are getting fucking out of control. So I got a list of new ones I just wanted to tell you about and get your reaction on one of this. So the first game I'm going to talk about is called You and I.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of this stuff is like just talking to the other side. And you're just bringing shit in. You're asking for something.
Ooh.
So
It's ballsy, man.
I don't know, man. Like all these games. So don't do any of them. I mean, Unless you want to.
Yeah, unless you're, a teenager. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it as a
Hey, man, we might do one later.
34-year-old male now.
That's called You and I. Full-size mirror, deck of cards. Now you're looking at the mirror. You burn a joker.
All right.
And you're trying to bring your twin to the mirror. So you say, come out and play. And you
Doppelganger?
burn the joker card.
Is this a doppelganger thing?
I don't know. But, I mean, usually you see yourself in the mirror. So
Right.
I guess that's your twin anyway, isn't it?
All right.
I don't know. But you tell them to come out and play, and you burn the joker. Now you deal yourself 10 cards.
All right.
And now you have to guess whether there's more faces or more numbers in your 10 cards.
I think we could definitely play this game and put money on it.
It'll be on DraftKings by next week, dude. We'll be
$5 a hand, dude. I'll be all right. Guess. I should start running a casino in my basement.
We just have Supernatural Casino, dude.
Supernatural casino.
Dude, Supernatural DraftKings would be out of control.
It'd be crazy.
It'd be on the Sabres.
Sabres.
What is the boards or whatever along the hockey rink
edge,
or whatever?
edge,
It'd be
yeah.
It'd be like DraftKings Supernatural.
Oh man, I'd be interested. It intrigues me.
I'd be betting. We just got a bunch of dudes in rooms burning cards. And...
Hey guys, we're gonna drop a paranormal coin later this month. Did you read that? Oh, I'm going off topic now already.
Go for it.
But the Hawk Tuah girl, have you been following that at all?
Everything I hear about it is that she kind of did the rug pull, and then she's like, "All right, I'm going to sleep," and just disappeared for like 4 days.
I heard she made like $20 million on this. It just pumped the market and was like, yeah, no more questions. I'm going to sleep, and never was heard of. Like gone. Took the money and ran. I gotta create a fucking crypto coin.
I can't imagine that she set that up though. I have to believe that like some people came up to her and there's like, "Hey, we have this thing. You can't lose." And she was just like, "Yeah, I'll take money.
Yeah, I'll take money."
Yeah, I would do the same thing. But I don't think she realized like how bad it could get. But also, it kind of scares me as a society that many people bought into a meme coin as much as they did.
There's
to
so
lose
many,
that amount of money.
There's so many crypto coins out there though. They day trade crypto coins.
Yeah.
Just random ones, dude. Like
Yeah.
there was one with the girl too, the Walking Bets girl. I don't know if you ever seen her. I'm a gambling addict. So
yes, I know. You're
I
talking
watch. She has a whole Instagram following where she does like a rundown of like the sports betting for the day in a low cut.
She had her own
shirt.
coin.
She made her own coin too, and I guess she fleeced everybody too. Like it's just everybody has a coin nowadays.
They just come out.
They come out with coins,
pump it up, and then
sell it and make their money, and
it tanks.
And then they
Because
disappear.
it's not worth anything.
Yeah, it's imaginary.
It's all imaginary.
It's imaginary currency.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind it. But then again, if you really want to get into conspiracy theories, is there anything behind the U.S. dollar anymore?
I mean, fiat currency is just about as baseless.
Exactly. There used to be a gold standard. The gold standard went away in the 70s. So I mean, these people are making money. But the funny thing about that Hawk Tuah girl, though, is just like watching her like clips of her podcast. She had a podcast.
Yeah.
And like guys will just be like, it's 2048, she's the president. And she's just talking about giving PJs. And like what went wrong? What timeline are we on that the Hawk Tuah girl is the president? There's a couple of good ones out there that make me laugh.
She did. I remember she donated a ton, like off the bat to like kind of like what we were doing, like we were doing in the original like business or whatever, where we'd give to the animal shelters.
Yeah.
She put like millions into them. Like,
It's crazy.
So I mean, that was cool.
Off of one line.
Off of just like being drunk.
Just being drunk on a man on the street.
Yeah, just being a little trashy.
It's crazy.
And a little fun.
It's crazy. It's great. I need a one-liner.
Yeah. I don't think you'd win that one.
No?
10 cards face down after you burnt your joker, talking to your twin. You got to guess whether you got more faces or numbers, all right?
Okay.
If you guess the wrong number,
I'm fucked. I'm out of money.
the twin swaps with you, and you're stuck in the mirror.
Yeah, go figure. Yeah, I know there was... It's worse than losing money.
If you guess right, the amount of difference in number of those cards is how many years of good luck you're going to have going forward.
Maybe we do play tonight.
So, yeah, you have like three, you picked faces or whatever, and there's 6 faces and 4 numbers. You're 1 year ahead. So you get 1 year of good luck.
I need it.
Yeah. Or you get stuck in the mirror dimension forever.
It's worth a gamble. In my head, it sounds worth it.
It's interesting. That's a perfect gambler game. A lot of card games.
That's perfect. Right up my alley.
Have you ever heard of the stair game?
I heard of Don't Look Under the Stairs or People Under the Stairs.
The stair game. Okay. So I find this interesting because stairs come up all the time in like demonic things and in like heavenly things. It's always Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway
it's
to Heaven,
always
yeah.
like Stairway to Hell.
Yeah.
It's always like stairs. So the stair game.
Well, it's a stairway to heaven. It's very hard to get to, and then hell's just a highway.
You just a slide.
You're going to hell, little boy.
Water
It's South Park
slide.
reference again.
So, where was I going with this? Anyways, there's a whole thing we talked about with Jimmy Page and with like, him and Aleister Crowley and looking at hell and all these things. And I always wonder about Stairway to Heaven. I'm like, I don't know. Stairs are always more demonic to me than like heavenly. That's the way I think of them. But this game, anyway, you put a blindfold. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs.
That's a crazy thought, by the way. Like, you stare at stairs, and you say, hey, that's demonic. Like, do you see a flight of stairs at the mall? And like, no, I'm an elevator guy.
When I think
I'm
about,
actually
like,
an elevator
supernatural
guy.
stairs, if I think about
I'm not walking on those stairs, dude.
I'm
Those
just
are
walking
demonic.
up the stairs with a cross and holy water, dude. I'm just...
Side of the cross up them. Oh, man, these are demonic, dude.
I just mean in the supernatural sense. I never think of stairs as like heavenly.
No.
So that's why like Stairway to Heaven just doesn't make sense to me. But
Right.
it makes sense that they were such a devilish band.
Devilish band?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll go with it.
Anyways, the stair game. You stand at the bottom of the stairs, put a blindfold on, and then you got to say the words. You got to go, it is from here, whenceforth I shall now commence. Now, you start walking up the stairs. You count every step.
Okay.
Okay? Once you get to the top of the stairs, you turn around, you go back down, continuing to count the steps, but the numbers keep going. Way more than the way you were when you counted up. And now all of a sudden, dude, things are getting cold. No, not cold. Things are getting,
Hot?
I guess it would be hot, right? I really killed the suspense of this one. You start hearing voices. So you start hearing voices, you start feeling funny, you start sweating on your back, you start doing all these things. And you can't remove your blindfold, or you'll be stuck in hell forever.
Okay. So I was supposed to put a blindfold on while I counted the stairs?
You had the blindfold on the whole time.
Oh, the whole time?
The whole time. Once you're on the bottom and once you said you're starting, that's why you're counting. You're not looking.
Okay.
So you're counting the stairs up, and then you're going back down, but there's no counting. So you just, like, announce, like, hey, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then you get to the top, and you turn around, and now you're on the stairway to hell. Like, the stair number keeps going up. And then that's when you start hearing little... all the voices and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you start getting, like, sweat on your back. You start getting a little freaked out, and then one voice comes in, and this is the only voice you're supposed to answer. And once you answer him, he'll be back. And then if you fall, like trip down the stairs or whatever, you can't go back.
Yeah, because you got a broken neck. like you just walk down the stairs with a blindfold. I'm sorry. You're probably not getting off. You're probably not getting up. Oh, man, that's funny. That's a good one.
So if you ever want to visit hell,
I'm good. I'll pass on that one. I don't need to go to hell in surgery or anything.
it's a weird concept. Yeah, don't just put a blindfold on
Yeah.
and go up and down stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know how you know you reached the top.
I'm just out of shape. That's why I'm getting all hot and sweaty.
You're stopping on like the fifth step, like breathing, like.
What the fuck? It's hot in here.
All right. Now this is a big one nowadays, and this one's kind of nuts. This is like hypnosis.
Okay.
So this one's called Red Door, Yellow Door. Have you ever heard of this one?
No.
Okay. So, let's say it's me and you, but imagine it's fucking. You lay down,
Okay.
and then someone puts their fingers on your temples.
What are you doing to me, man?
They rub your temples, right? And they just say, kind of over and over, red door, yellow door, red door, yellow door. And it's like hypnosis.
Okay.
All right?
So I'm in a trance.
You end up in a trance because they just keep doing that. They're rubbing your temples, your relaxation. It's like hypnotism.
Foreplay.
Now you're going to enter a dream world. So you get into this dream world, right? Mm-hmm. And it can be anything from like a mansion to like a motel hallway to like whatever. And there's a bunch of different doors and all these things. There's like a few things that you have to look out for. So basically, you have like a spirit guide walking you through this like fucking dream world that you're in or whatever. If you see a man in a suit, there's been stories of people like seeing the man in the suit. If they say that, you have to wake that person up right away. You got to shake that person. You got to like fucking smack him. You got to punch him, start to rub him, get him awake. Because if you see the man in the suit, there's plenty of stories of people coming out of this game, having seen the man in the suit, that end up eventually descending into madness.
What?
So
That's a creepy one.
their life starts to get fucking insane. They start seeing shit.
Now this one kind of makes sense to me. You're in a trance.
Yep.
You
You're
know,
inviting yourself in.
yes,
Kind of like
you're
the astral projection thing. Like you're
opening
leaving your
yourself
body
up.
open.
Yes.
Like, so you see
Yeah.
the man in the suit, which
Now-
is kind of crazy because like that's kind of how I always pictured the devil. Is
In
like
a suit?
is like Lucifer from Fox.
Yeah.
He's just like in a suit. Like he's a very like debonair like.
Right. Well, he's supposed to come back as a world leader.
Exactly. Like a
So-
very like buttoned up like
Right.
in a black suit like.
Yep.
But you're in this dream world and you see the man in the suit. You
Formal.
are fucked. There's also
Approachable.
exactly
Right?
like a smooth talker,
Oh,
like
hey.
maybe he's flipping a coin, dude, like in the 50s or something.
Charismatic.
Yeah, something like that. But you see that dude, you got to wake him up right away. But then there's also people walking into a room full of clocks, which has had the same effect. So they see all
Really?
these clocks and they see time and shit, and then they come out and they're fucked up.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one, that's a little creepy, man. That one,
that's kind of
I could see that one happening.
Yeah.
Like, that one might work.
One of these days, I want to look into that school with like the astral projection and stuff because
It's like, isn't it like
that
North Carolina?
Insidious shit, dude, doesn't sound so far fetched.
No.
Like out of all the supernatural things you listen to, like
That
leaving
one.
your body open
Yes.
to spirits.
Going into a dreamlike state. Even, like I said, like I watch
Right.
a lot of YouTube paranormal things.
Yep.
They believe in that, like, sensory deprivation.
Yep.
So they'll, like, when they listen
Exactly.
to, like, a spirit box,
Yep.
they'll sit around. They have, noise-canceling headphones on with this hooked up to the spirit box,
Yep.
and they blindfold themselves.
Oh,
and they're
gee.
sitting in a dark room by themselves.
Oh Jesus.
And then someone else is asking the questions in the room, and you can't hear that person asking the questions, and you're getting the answers.
Oh.
And you're just there. You're having a conversation like through that person that's blindfolded, and it's just like, dude, holy shit, dude. Like some of them are like,
Yeah, that's
it's
kinda
crazy.
nuts. Yeah, but there's something about like dulling yourself
Dull-
and
yeah.
opening yourself to those
Opening
things.
to.
Well, that's
try
what
to
we always say
motivate-
about like the cryptids, and that's what you hear. You hear it, and it makes sense. And it's just like if you're not open to seeing it, you're not going to see it.
But even like if you don't go paranormal at all on this,
Yeah.
think of like a blind person. Their hearing becomes better.
Right.
Their sense of smell
heightened
becomes
senses
heightened.
other way- yeah,
Exactly. Like
yeah.
you adapt to other things, and I think
Right. You train those senses to be stronger.
yeah, that one's creepy.
Yeah.
That's a creepy game.
It's weird.
Yeah, opening yourself up, man. It's never good.
Stay close.
As close-minded as possible.
You know Charlie. You remember that game with the pencil or whatever? You have the yes, no, and they just
Oh,
spin
yeah,
the
yeah,
pencil.
yes.
There's that one. That was just one I had written down. I got nothing to say about that, but everyone's tried that at least once or twice.
Yeah.
But who knows how demonic that is?
It's probably not as demonic as stairs. I don't know how I'm gonna get up these stairs now, man. I gotta hop over.
Keep your
them
eyes
over
open, man. Keep your eyes open. I got a Japanese game,
Uh-oh.
and they call it the Answer Man.
They always have good games.
They have like the craziest horror lore.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese. Have
Yeah.
you ever seen Audition?
No.
And this isn't, I don't know where that came from, but I was just Japanese. That's where I jumped there. But dude, it's a fucking awesome movie.
Is it an older movie or?
Yeah, like 90s.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so good. It was supposed to be my next on my Fangoria list that I was going to talk about.
Which is on TikTok, guys, by the way. Follow us
so
and like,
good.
subscribe
Yes, it's
to
so
our
good.
TikTok.
It's on Tubi. All the old horror movies, the good horror movies, are on Tubi. They're just sitting there.
Okay.
You have to watch like commercials, so it's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that's
It'll be
fine.
like a super like violent like movie, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it'll just be like
Hey.
people selling Ozempic or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
dancing
on
and, like-
Ozempic. I got diabetes, but I'm happy. I might have suicidal thoughts going through my head right now, but I'm dancing.
So the Answer Man, 10 people. I don't know how the fuck they get 10 people. I couldn't get 10 people together to play the Answer Man with me.
Probably not. No.
I probably couldn't get 10 people to play the Answer Man with me when I was a teenager.
10. It's a lot.
That's a lot of numbers.
It's a
dude.
big list.
That's big numbers.
It's a big list.
10 people in a circle. Everyone's got a cell phone. And all 10 people call the person to their left. So you're going to get a busy signal, right? Because everyone's on the phone.
Right.
So they call, everybody gets a busy signal, except for one person. And then you get to ask them a question. Now, the answer man asks you a question. If you answer wrong, a hand comes out of the phone and rips off a piece of your face.
Whoa, that was going somewhere I
Can
didn't
take your
expect.
ear, can take your nose, can take your whatever. So you ask him, he's going to give you an answer, like something you want to know. But he's going to ask you a question, and you have to know the answer, dude. This is like the fucking Riddler. Like the troll under the stairs, dude. If you get his question wrong, a hand comes out of your phone and takes your ear. Like
I kind of like it.
it's kind of wild.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of wild. It just reminded me of like a guy. When we grew up, we used to go play basketball in the park.
Yeah.
And this guy, there had to be something wrong with him.
Yeah.
But the rumor was he had $2,000 in his sock at all times. And he would come by to us. He was like 55, 60 years old. Didn't have a job. It was kind of weird.
Sounds like a predator.
Yeah, 100%. But he would sit there and like watch us like play basketball or play football or whatever.
Oh.
But he would always ask us a trivia question every day. Like a sports trivia question.
Oh, really?
And if you answered it right, he would give you money. Like
no
he would
shit.
give you like $50, like if you answered it right. But they would be like impossible, like
Right.
trigonometry. Like it was like a baseball player hit a no hitter, or he threw a no hitter, but he lost 1-0, or perfect game. He threw a perfect game and lost 1-0. How is that possible? And then he would sit there and be like, I don't know. But he was weird. Like,
Right, right.
But just thinking about asking a question, if you answer it right or wrong.
That's a super creepy.
That was a real life fucking answer game, dude. That was a real life answer, man, dude.
He was ready to take a fucking piece of your body, dude.
Yeah, I think we were too hefty though, man. I think we were too sturdy for him. Because we always used to say like, "Oh, we'll take him, dude. like we'll take him." Too sturdy for him, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was creepy. Creepy thinking about it now.
So similar to that game, there's a game called Three Kings. All right. So now Three Kings is we get a room, we get a dark room. We set up 3 chairs, so like one in the middle and then 2 facing across each other. So it's like a thing. We put mirrors in the 2 side chairs, and now we gotta go to bed, wake up at 3 a.m. because you gotta be up at the witching hour.
What if I just stay up? Can I just stay up?
I don't know what the rule is on that.
Like, do I
a
gotta
lot of the rules say go to bed, but
I gotta be groggy?
I work nights. Like
You're up.
I'm awake.
You're up.
You go into this dark room. You have a fan behind you,
Okay.
an electric fan just going, whatever. And you got a candle in front of you, and you got the 2 mirrors to the side. Don't look at the mirrors.
All right.
Look straight forward, and you can talk to entities on the other side and ask them for advice and about your past, present, and future.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's like looking glasses. Mirrors create vortexes.
So you're opening portals on both sides of you, and then you're talking to the entities, but you're not supposed to look at the mirrors. And once the candle blows out, the game's over. You have to end the game by 4:34.
Oh, I'm on a time limit too.
You're on a time
They
limit.
get paid by the
I
hour.
don't know
over
what
here.
happens if you don't end the game. There was no thing
Yeah.
about that, but they're like, make sure that candle goes out by 4:34, or you're fucked.
I think we gotta start playing these games and start asking them for like their picks on like college football.
Right? Like, is Vandy gonna cover today?
Exactly. like, hey man, New York Jets are playing this Sunday. How's Aaron Rodgers gonna do?
This is Gorlock, the all-knowing.
Yeah.
We're just talking to Gorlock.
Perfect.
He's like, do you want to know how you die?
No,
I was just
no.
wondering. I was just wondering, man. Over under 48 and a half.
Yeah, that's it. You ever see the? You know what's real funny though? I've been on a fucking Instagram reel thing lately, and it's the videos that keep popping up on me are guys calling the 1-800-GAMBLER and asking for who do you got in this? Like,
Who do you got in the game?
I need some help. I need a pick. And the one guy was like, I would stay away from parlays. So I've been getting a lot of those videos, and they're pretty funny.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's good. Oh,
What else we got?
we got one man hide and seek.
One man hide and seek.
So it's, the game that you can play by yourself.
All right.
It's interesting, right? Now you need a few things. You got to get some stuff together for this one.
Oh, boy.
All right. You need a doll.
Yo, so we need a shopping list on this one.
It's a big, you got to go to Walmart.
Oh,
so you can
geez.
get it all.
One-stop shop.
One stop shop. You don't want to go be bouncing around over here.
Get some Liptons so I can read my tea leaves.
Go back and listen to the
That's a
divination
callback.
episode.
That's a callback.
Callback. We have the least views on our divination episode about reading tea leaves.
You were so excited about your witch talk.
Dude, no one's interested.
No one's interested.
It's the
just
least viewed episode.
It's just phony. That's your algorithm, man.
It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
They all want to hear about Randonautica.
Yeah, Random.
And The Shining.
That's a good episode.
That is a good one. That was a great episode,
That's a good
actually.
episode.
We saw some shit in that episode.
Yeah, that was great.
So one man hide and seek found a doll with limbs. You need a sack of uncooked rice.
Oh, Jesus.
You need some nail clippers, which I hope you have in your house anyway.
Wait, ripping my nail or to my toe knife doesn't cut it. Always Sunny reference right there.
You need a sewing needle and thread.
All
Red
right.
thread.
Red thread.
Red thread.
Specific, huh?
Very specific. You need a television. No problem there.
Okay.
You need a knife. You need a
Jeez.
bathroom that has a bathtub. A cup of salt water. And incense. Or a fuda.
What the hell is
I
that?
have no idea. It's got to be like incense, I would think.
We'll pass on that.
So
That's not on my shopping list. A Fuda.
So it's a big setup to this game. You got to cut open the doll with your knife.
Boy.
You got to take out all the stuffing.
Sounds violent.
It's intense. You got to cut open your doll, take out the stuffing, fill it with rice.
Jeez.
So you fill the doll with the rice. That's to represent its internal organs,
Okay.
allowing spirits to come inside the doll. So now you take the red thread, you sew the doll back up from where you cut it.
So you're performing fucking surgery on
This
doll,
this
huh?
is intense, dude. I don't even know how to sew, so I don't like. I have a feeling, dude. Like if I was trying to stuff the doll with rice and then
Yeah.
trying to sew it back together, dude, it'd be a fucking disaster. It'd
Well,
be a
yeah,
disaster.
obviously.
And then I'd prick myself and get blood in the doll, dude. The doll would start.
Yeah. Now you got ball coming. You just summoned ball. You don't even know. You're worried about your staircase, dude. You just fucking
Hell on earth.
Yeah, dripped your blood into a doll, dude. Performed this incantation of fucking Satan, dude.
So now, you stitch the doll back up, throw the doll in the bathtub, fill it with water, and then you're like, I'm the first it. So you're saying, I, Dusty.
So this is just hide and seek, huh?
It's one man hide and
With
seek.
a fucking doll laying in a bathtub.
Well, here it is. You set yourself up. You say, I'm the first hit. Now I got to go to my hiding place, and I got to get it ready.
Okay.
So now here's how I get my hiding space ready, right? I incense the room
All right.
or whatever. I get it all set up. I get my salt water ready. I get my sharp object. I get my knife. I put it in the room.
So-
Everything's all
someone's
ready to
getting
go.
stabbed, dude.
Now the room's ready, right?
Yeah.
Turn the television on. Room's ready to go. Go back to the doll, and now I got to name the doll, and I got to be like, let's call it
Joanna.
Joanna.
All right.
Joanna.
Joanna.
I'm like, Joanna, you are it. Joanna, you are it. Joanna, you are it. Now I run back to my hiding place, grab my sharp object. I have to drink half of the salt water, keep it in my mouth without swallowing it, and now I need to go find the fucking doll. I go into the bathtub, and it's not there.
Gone.
It's gone. So now you're playing hide and seek with the doll.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
So you have to find this doll in your house.
Yeah.
So you have to run around your house, find the doll.
What if you don't find the fucking doll?
Oh, that's a whole other fucking can of worms, dude. You better find the fucking doll.
Just running around at night, dude. It's looking like Kramer when he had what the hell was his name? The Gambler's Chicken place next door. Kenny Rogers.
Kenny
Chicken.
Rogers.
And the red lights, he's just looking around and the doll's running around.
But then you pour the salt water on the doll, and then the game's over. Now you
the
have to
game's
burn
over.
the doll. You have to get rid of
now
it.
you gotta burn it?
Because you sealed spirits into that doll, so you don't want to keep them out here. You don't want to keep them in the doll. You just wanted to play hide and seek with it. That was just a one-time game. Now you got to burn that shit.
You're summoning
Now
something.
you just got to burn that shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm burning it. Half my fingers in there after playing with the knife in the dark, dude.
It's a weird game. It's kind of interesting.
That
anyone
was
would
that was
wanna-
creepy too, man.
That's what I'm saying, and they're so intricate. These games.
Yeah, who the hell's sitting there thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna buy a doll. I'm gonna empty its guts out, fill it with a bag of rice. All right, now put some salt water in your mouth.
That makes you wonder, dude, how creative, are people that come up with this shit?
get it.
Or did they find it in an ancient text, dude? Who knows?
Yeah, I would like to read it
Yeah.
if you do find that.
But what's crazy is you're combining it with 1900s plastic. Like it's not like from the 50s. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
right.
it's like a newer thing.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
a
like,
Mattel doll.
right.
2018. Like, yeah, it's not like old Raggedy Ann. You know that.
Yeah.
It's all plastic. Now, what if you cut it open and it's just like solid plastic?
What if it actually turned into real organs, dude?
Yeah, that's another thing.
It's like Chucky, man.
That's creepy. People got too much time on their fucking hands.
Dude, it's
nowadays,
fucking nuts,
man.
right?
People have too much time on their hands.
Now have you heard of the elevator game?
The elevator game. No.
This one I might actually have to look up the rules again.
Well, this one makes sense now because we already came to the conclusion that stairs are demonic.
Yeah.
So the elevator's got to be fine, right?
Oh, totally. 100%.
No problems, right?
No, there's definitely some problems with the elevator game.
I think of the movie Devil when I think of elevator.
You
remember that?
That was like
movie?
the last good M. Night Shyamalan movie, I feel like.
Just them stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, I just watched. Did you watch Trap?
No.
Yeah, it was on there. It's bad.
Oh, it's bad. It's not.
Like it's like worth watching once, but it's bad.
That's the arena one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts his daughter. She's like a singer or
Don't
whatever.
ruin it. If I do watch it.
No, I won't ruin it. But like his daughter's like the main character.
Okay.
So like he put her as like the main role or whatever. She's honestly fine in the movie, but it's just it's not great.
What movie did I just watch? I didn't even think. I can't think of it right now.
I just watched Martyrs. Been watching some fucked up movies. Dude, Tubi's got the most fucked up movies.
Yeah?
You would think you open that thing and it's like all bright and like sunshiny and it's like Tubi.
Dark.
Tubi. And then like it has like the most like
Darkest.
like dark like fucking torture movies you've ever
Pretty sweet.
watched, dude. I'm like, this is like
Intense?
I'm a horror movie guy, man, and this is like a little sick, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martyrs is like a crazy French movie, all right? So we're talking
geez.
subtitles, dude. Once you get into subtitle horror movies, you're
The
in a
worst.
you're in a fucking you're in a rut, dude.
Oh my god.
But they have some of the best horror movies. But anyway, this French movie is like it's about like this. There's this lady,
Okay.
and then there's all these rich people or whatever, and they're trying to see what happens after you die. Okay, This is 100% spoilers, completely ruining the movie.
I'm not gonna watch this one.
You're not gonna watch a movie with French subtitles, so that's why I figured I'd tell you right now.
Sorry, dude in Sweden.
Do the Swedes speak English? Do they have their own language?
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Is Swedish its own language?
Yeah.
Is it like close to another language?
Yeah,
showing
Finnish.
My naivete right now.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
But is it like close to German, or is it just like it's really like its own thing? Like
It's its own
completely
thing.
Separate.
It's probably like close to Finnish, to be honest with you.
Huh.
They have like shared words.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts. I never thought about that.
Really? Yeah, they got their own language.
They probably know how to speak English.
Same thing with
Our
French,
one listener's
German,
gotta be-
Polish.
Hey, our one listener in Sweden, if you want to, like send us a message or something on TikTok or whatever, we'll have you on the podcast. We'd like to hear from across the pond.
Come on in. Send us a bag of Swedish fish.
Yes, this crazy movie Martyrs or whatever. And this is what I was just watching. They like chain these girls up and torture them.
Yeah.
Because they figured out that like the worst you could be like is the closest you get to seeing like the other side or whatever.
Yeah.
So they like skin this girl alive and like just keep her face to like
It's creepy.
cause her the most intense pain physically possible, like just before death, and then they ask her like, "Hey, what'd you see?"
It's crazy.
It's fucking like, and this is just like on Tubi, dude.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dude, they're skinning her alive, and then all of a sudden it's like, my morning's fueled by Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin'. Get your 7,000 calorie ice brew.
You're just like fucking looking at the wall, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck did I just watch?
Who made this?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, wild movie. Okay, the elevator game. I wanted to figure out these fucking rules again. I know I had it saved somewhere in my phone, so I'm trying to find it.
That's all right.
Yeah, just riff for me for a little bit. Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
find it.
I'm thinking of like elevator like scenes from movies right now. And I can't think of any, but I know there's this one horror spot. I think it was in Ohio. And the elevator shaft ended up like the chain snapping.
What?
And it like crushed the janitor.
What?
Yeah. I forgot what it was I think it was an insane asylum.
Dude, like, how does everyone, like, when you see an elevator, the first thing you think of is, like, getting chopped in half?
I'm not going under there.
Do you ever think about that?
You ever see that scary video of like the person that like gets stuck in the doors and the elevator's going down?
Well, that's what I think about Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah.
That happened in Resident
yeah.
Evil, yeah.
But there was like a real video of this, like a dude getting like.
Oh, jeez, this sounds like a Rotten.com thing.
Oh, it was terrible, dude. It was terrible.
But that's what I literally think of every time I see an elevator. Every time I get on an elevator, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose my leg.
Yeah.
Like if it goes down right here.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Like my
You're
leg's
done.
done.
You're done.
Yeah, elevators are creepy.
Yeah, you're just being held up by a pulley system and a sandbag and a weight on the other side of it, a counterweight.
Yeah.
Like if you know the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like
It's just technology.
it's just a pulley though.
And then
like,
think
there's
about
a
like
chain
you're
at the
holding
top.
your arm like to keep the door open or
yeah,
whatever.
dude.
All it's got to do is just fucking snap.
Yeah, that
and
chain go.
There goes your arm.
It's over. It's over.
Elevators are creepy.
It's over.
All right, let's just play the video. Here's some dude on TikTok talking to him.
Part 15 of Creepy Rituals from the Internet. This is the final video of this series. This is the elevator game 3-floor edition. I had no idea this existed. I'm 100% going to do this. Requirements are a building with at least 3 stories, equipped with an elevator capable of reaching all 3 floors.
Luckily, my house has 3 floors and an elevator.
Yes. With a feature that will allow you to cancel a call for a previously selected
It has to
floor.
have a cancel
Enter your
button.
chosen building and enter
Never
the
seen
elevator.
one.
If
Never
playing
seen one
with
either.
multiple
So you gotta go to, like, an
all
old one.
players must enter the same elevator car at the same time. Press and release the button for the 3rd floor. Then quickly press and hold the door close button.
You guys
Continue
putting the
holding
free
door
gas code
close
in there.
button until the elevator doors begin to close. Right before the doors close completely, release the doors close button and press and release the doors open button. You must press the doors open button before the doors close all the way.
I'm already fucked up.
This is. Yeah, I would have messed up like 10 times. It gets worse. He's like 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. There's like a whole like sequence.
Cancel the call for the 3rd floor. Press and release the door open button. After the doors have opened, press the button for the 3rd floor. Allow the doors to close and the elevator to travel from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor. When you reach the 3rd floor, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 1st floor.
Now go back to the first floor. So, anyways, this is this whole like fucking intricate thing. You do this a million times, okay? But then eventually, like some point in the steps, you get to a floor,
Okay.
and then a dude just walks on to the elevator with you.
Really?
Doesn't say a word to you, and you're not supposed to talk to him, and he's your guide. So he's supposed to be your guide.
He's just hanging out with you.
So
the
now all of a
rest of the
sudden,
day?
yeah. So he comes on the elevator. Now you hit up fucking more buttons. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. Close open, close open. There's like a million different things. Like,
It's like the cheat code for Grand Theft Auto.
dude, it is like
R2, R2, L1, R2, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down.
But then it opens up and you're in another world.
That's kind of nuts.
And you don't know what it is, but yeah, it's the other world. And then
Yeah,
there's a whole way to get back, and you could fuck up getting back, and then you get stuck in the other world.
And how I said that guy is putting in the gas code.
Yeah.
You ever see those scammer videos where it's like, oh, you go to the gas pump, dude. This is how you get free gas. You lift up the tank, you hit the 7, you hit the 4, you grab the nozzle 3 times, dude. You crank it, and you got free gas. You ever hear that game, dude?
The gas code. That's pretty good. Oh my god! And so I was just thinking about this opening doors thing. And did you hear about Christmas Eve? Did you see the video of the Pope opening?
I did see that. I did read that.
Dude, is there a creepier video than the fucking?
I didn't
Pope
see the
getting
video.
Wheeled in to this fucking.
Well,
thing?
he's near death. You know he's the last pope, right?
He's the last.
Last pope.
But isn't he like a weird one that's like fucking shit up for the Catholic, like doing like disobeying a lot of the Catholic Church stuff?
He's real like open-minded, kind of liberal-leaning.
Yeah,
Like he's like kind of open to like the gays now.
yeah. Which I guess makes sense, but it's just like it is weird for like
Women-
someone to come in and like be different, like in the Catholic Church, especially with
Because
how
they're so
like
buttoned up. They were so like buttoned
yeah, like
up
they
and-
were like
yeah.
supposed to be like the
This is the law. This is what it says. We're not changing
Right.
our opinion on. Like we don't have the
Right.
right to change the opinion or whatever.
exactly,
This is what's written. This is the law of or for Catholics or whatever.
exactly.
But I did see that he opened up some ritual. And then the other weird thing was too. Did you see the Conclave movie? Did you happen to watch that?
The conclave movie.
I don't want to ruin it.
Oh,
Where they
I heard the spoilers. Yeah, because it was.
Yeah,
I heard it on another podcast. They were talking about the
Yes.
ending of the movie. Like it was like this amazing movie and everything was
Yes.
great, and then all of a sudden at the end,
Yep,
yeah,
it would never happen.
leave it at that.
It would never happen. Go watch the Conclave movie.
Yeah,
If you want to be
I
disappointed.
heard it was good.
It was good up till the ending.
Yeah,
Which
The
made no
ending just
sense.
Made no sense.
It made no sense.
Yeah,
But,
but you didn't see the video of him getting wheeled in,
No.
dude. You talk about it looked like a fucking episode of South Park, dude.
I gotta.
Like,
they'll probably fucking do it. To be honest with you.
this video, dude. I just said like 15 times. Like,
There was but he's supposed to be the last pope. Do you know that? Like inside the what is it called? Sistine Chapel.
right.
There's only like 113 spots for the popes. Like they're all like hung up like in a stadium. Like, oh, this is Pope Peter.
That's so
this is
crazy to
Pope
me that they're
Pius.
like, look like.
But this is supposed to be the end of days, like thing. Is he's the last pope, and it's kind of weird. Where like how we talk about like opening up that blue wall, like, oh hey, take a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the odds of them putting up a pope movie?
Right as this is happening.
Right as like he's supposed to be the last pope, he just did some fucking ritual on Christmas Eve.
Look at this. So here's the video.
Oh, this is nuts, man.
Dude, it's so wild. So he's like a dude in a Walmart scooter right now. Like, about to get wheeled around. No disrespect to the Pope. But
Fuck
like,
that guy, man.
yeah, probably disrespect, dude. There's probably more satanic shit in the Vatican than there is
Oh, it's
anywhere else
crazy,
in the
dude.
world.
I would get.
That's why they were calling this Lucifer's tomb, but it's really
Yeah.
St. Peter's tomb or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they, everyone's calling it Lucifer's
Well,
tomb.
do you know?
But look at them, dude. And then they said they heard kids screaming when they opened the door, like "Help me" and shit. When they opened
Well,
the
do you
door.
know the story? Like the like Satanist and upside down cross. Peter he got hung up. He got crucified on an upside down cross.
Right.
The first pope, Peter.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the rock of the church. He was hung up. He was crucified on an upside down cross, and that's why it's like symbolized as a satanic thing nowadays. Because he said he didn't belong to die like Christ or whatever, and it was inverted. So they use that as a symbol. It's great. It's crazy,
But
dude.
look, dude, just look how crazy that is when he gets wheeled in.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, dude, like how wild is that?
That's creepy.
Like, does that
dude.
not look like a horror movie?
That's creepy.
Look at dude on his fucking rascal scooter, just going into like the demon's tomb, dude.
I just think of like when South Park used to do the like
I
the
know.
Pope John Paul, and he would be like all hunched
Sideways,
over.
yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. But what was the ritual though? Like that was just
They
like,
just open the doors every 25 years.
oh, okay, how convenient.
Just so random.
Like
yeah.
every 25th year, we're gonna
Yeah.
just do a blessing
But
here.
that's like what makes you wonder about the Vatican, dude. Like the Vatican's something.
Well, it's the continuation. It's the Roman Empire, is what everybody says it is. Because they say like, you know how like there were like major world powers or whatever.
Yeah.
And they say that England turned into the banking system,
Right.
like the mega banks.
Yeah.
The Empire of Rome turned into the Catholic Church.
Yep.
It is in Rome.
Right.
And then all the what the hell was it? There was something with the intelligence too. I think it was like I forgot which one. Byzantine Empire or something was supposed to be like the intelligence with like Israel and all that.
And just the amount of artifacts and knowledge they have in that library hidden under there for like.
All right, we got to look at the prophecy of the popes.
Oh Jesus.
Is what it's called. I want to see where it is. The last pope on the list has a very in-depth description. In extreme persecution, the seat of the Holy Roman Empire will be occupied by Peter the Roman. Isn't it weird that they just opened up his tomb? Who will feed the sheep through many tribulations, at the term of which the city, 7 hills, will be destroyed. So this is like talking about the end of the world and the last pope.
Right.
But like I said, in the Sistine Chapel, there's only a space for 113. He's 113. Or 200, whatever that number is. Like
He
I
looks
said,
older.
this is all going from the top
Like
of my
he's
head.
not far from his last legs.
Oh, no, he's done so.
Yeah.
Like he's within a couple of years, dude. It's done. Then, did you see the Notre Dame prediction, too, for 2025?
No.
We'll save that for our next episode.
Okay.
But that's a good one. But yeah, it was like Notre Dame predicted this too, like the prophecy of the Pope. Like
Yeah.
it's only going to be so many left, and he was supposed to come from like South America.
Yeah.
and he's from like Guatemala or whatever the hell he's from.
God.
Like there's a lot
They
that
said
lines up.
Nostradamus still got like a ton of things right. Like they're saying like
Tons.
they always point to like the few things he got wrong.
Well,
But,
the thing was like he spoke in parables, so it's like left to interpretation. Like he's a
Yeah.
real like we should do an episode on Notre Dame.
it's not a bad idea.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's not
Like
a bad idea.
like all his 9/11, like everything, dude. World War II, the Titanic. Like he did a lot of things in modern history. It
Yeah.
came true. Like, we'll definitely do an episode on him.
All right, you ready for the last game?
I'm ready for the last game. I know I went off on a tangent here with the
It's been a fun episode. I like talking about like these things, especially when we have a list of things. We don't have to be so fucking just
Yeah, no, I think these are the best ones when you just put a title up, dude, and you just go on a fucking.
yeah. Like here's the 10 games.
We're going on a riverboat ride. Let's go.
Yeah. So this game's called the Midnight Game.
Uh-oh.
So the Midnight Game, you actually face off against a spirit, demon, man, person, monster called Mr. Midnight.
Okay.
All right. So, oh shoot, I hope I wrote down exactly what it was about.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, whatever. I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
We're not comic accurate over here, dude. We're just
No.
All right. So, you get a candle, you get some matches, and the game takes place from midnight to 3:33 a.m.
All right.
all across the witching hour.
This is a monopoly. This ain't the witching hour on Red Zone, by the way.
So you got to have a childhood like memory or item.
Okay.
All right, and you put that at the door. You put the candle on top of it. Oh fuck, dude, I'm fucking this all up. But yeah, you do that. You blow out the candle. You knock on the door 22 times. The 22nd knock is supposed to coincide with midnight and starting the game.
Jeez, so you got to time this up, man.
You got to time it up.
This is like putting Dark Side of the Moon to the Wizard of Oz over here. Started on the third lion roar, dude. If you start it at the third lion roar, it syncs up perfectly.
Oh, I got it. I remember it now. I remember it. Okay, so you got to write your full name with like middle initial, and then pick a piece of blood on the note, and then you put that note by the door with your item.
Another blood
You have the
sacrifice.
candle on top of it. You light the candle. You blow it out. Knock 22 times. Open the door. Close the door. Light the candle real fast. Okay.
Okay.
So now you got the candle lit.
Now your house is on fire.
Your house. All the lights need to be off in your house the entire time.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And you need to continuously move around your house, not stopping moving for the next, 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, 3.5 and 3 minutes.
Do some Adderall and then
Yeah.
start this game.
So you just pace around your house with the candle in your hand.
Jeez.
Now you have to keep the candle lit. So
All right.
while you're around the house with the candle, some people say a match, but I think it's a candle. You walk around the house with the candle. Now, if you start to feel cold or something, that means Mr. Midnight's near you. If the light goes out, you have 10 seconds from the time it goes out to relight the candle, or Mr. Midnight's got you. And he's either going to get inside you and make you insane or kill you on the spot.
Yikes.
So Mr. Midnight don't fuck around.
No, it doesn't. He doesn't sound like a pleasant guy.
And you're just wandering around your house with this candle. Now, they say if the candle goes out and you can't light it,
Yeah.
if you didn't get the candle lit in 10 seconds, you're to make a salt circle around yourself and hold within that circle until 3:30 a.m.
You know,
when the game ends.
thank God I was doing the hide and seek game. I have a mouthful of salt water. So I just spit it out.
So that's it. You just pace around your house the entire time and just try to avoid Mr. Midnight.
Might as well do all the games, dude. Might as well do the hide and seek game and the midnight game at the same time, dude.
Dude, if we ever did a YouTube episode, dude, we should just do every single game. Like, have a YouTube episode, dude. We're just like, we'll get a spirit box. We'll get some like the technology or whatever.
You ever see that video of the guy fucking talking shit to the spirits? Like he bought a spirit box and he's
pretty
like,
funny.
"Hey Holmes, I'll fuck you up."
He makes good videos. I
It's
like those.
hilarious, dude.
You ever see the video of the dude who like gets the thing off the dark web? Like,
I've
and
seen
it's
a lot
like
of dark web videos.
yeah. I try to stay away from the dark web shit. It scares the fuck out
It
of me.
scares you.
Yeah, I don't want to look at that shit, dude. I just
Scary,
stay away
dude.
from the dark web.
I get real
I
scared.
don't go onto it. I don't whatever. but
There's
like,
a guy on Instagram that actually was like, "Oh, this is how you access the dark web today." And like he makes videos of like
oh my god,
how you look for certain
Yeah,
things.
this is
on
like
the
shit you
dark
don't
web.
want to do.
Dude, it's nuts,
Like, don't do
dude.
that.
It's nuts.
But he ordered like this like robot, like this like fucking like RC car or whatever.
Okay.
With a camera on it, like it moves its camera or whatever.
Right.
And I think it's an RC car. I can't remember exactly, but it said like I'm Satan. Like this thing like talks or whatever. It has like a robot fucking Stephen Hawking voice,
Yeah, that's perfect.
and it's like I'm Satan. Like and
It's a spirit box. Yeah.
and no, it's like attached to the thing that he ordered on the dark web. It
Okay.
has a camera and looks around and like looks at him and follows him around the house and talks to him and stuff.
It's
And he's like trying to train it to be good and he's like giving it like treats for like doing good things. And then
Here's some oil.
and then this thing's like trying to access his Wi-Fi and like deleting shit. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
doing what
dude.
Dude, you want to talk about fucking
Yeah,
scared as fuck?
A hacker
It's
just
probably
scammed,
completely
dude.
all set up, dude.
Yeah.
But it's pretty funny, dude.
A hacker
like,
just sold you a robot, dude. That steals
To get into your
credit card.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah. He just stole your accounting number. Like, you're done, dude.
it's good.
You're done.
Yeah, dude. All these games are fun, dude.
Yeah, they seem creepy, dude.
Yeah,
They're,
scares the hell out of me.
I'd probably do the stair one.
The scare one, I think the stair one's the scariest one, dude. That's
You think the
lit. I
stair
don't want
one
to
is?
walk into hell, dude.
No, I think the fucking the rubbing your temple, dude, and putting you in a trance is definitely the scariest.
Those ones are nuts.
Those are nuts, dude.
We're gonna watch some of those videos after we get off.
These
of
things
here.
where I got to
The
knock
red door,
22,
yellow door.
or knock 22 times, I'll fuck it up, dude. Was that 22?
I know.
You know?
Well, with the elevator game, dude, I was like, I started watching that video and about 10 minutes in, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, there's too many.
He's like, press open and close at the same time 4 times, and then go up to floor 3, and then don't let the door open, close the door, and then go down to floor 2, and then don't open, and then put this.
that's an Easter egg on Call of Duty, dude. Like,
It's like doing one of those
Yeah.
zombie
Yep.
maps or whatever.
yeah, you're gonna get into an Easter egg, dude. It ain't gonna be good. You ain't gonna get out of there.
Especially when some dude in a bunny costume hops onto the elevator and
Yeah.
says he's your guide.
Well, you can't talk to him. You can't even take him out for lunch.
That's right, yeah.
So what's the point? Like, okay, perfect. I got a guide on an elevator, man. Where are you gonna take me now?
That's the one thing I think about with like Donnie Darko, dude. I think like that fucking Fred. Is it Fred? Was the fucking bunny's name?
Yeah.
I think. That's like the biggest like image that like shows a demon, I think, out of any other movie I've ever seen. Like the
Yeah.
fucking dude in a bunny costume just looks so much like a demon more than any other thing you've ever seen.
I
Like,
don't
that's
know.
what I think of. Like that's who's walking on the elevator, dude. Fred from Donnie Darko.
You think so?
Yeah. If I'm gonna see a demon,
Yeah.
I think it's like a.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's fucked up. You ever watch the Dead Zone or not the Dead Zone? Was it the Dead Zone? Oh my god, where she used to like she was a psychic medium and then she was with a police officer, and they would do like house investigations.
Oh yeah, you told me to watch this forever ago.
Dude, she used to see like fucking like humanoid creatures like at these houses. Like you would think like, oh yeah, see they're gonna be a spirit, dude, or something. No, dude, she's like, there is a like octopus looking creature standing in this corner. He's up to the ceiling. She's like getting freaked out. Like this, I don't know what this is. And like she would have like a sketch artist draw it out afterwards.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, you talk about like some of the creepy. Like, I get chills thinking about that show, man. That show is phenomenal. Like that show is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then he would do like the real in-depth investigation, and then they would meet up at the end of the show and fucking
Yeah.
do it.
That's
Like,
insane.
oh, this is what I saw. This is what I got on it. This is what happened on the property. Like,
Oh jeez.
it was a crazy show, dude.
Yeah, like
It was
someone
good.
who plays the straight man and
was
someone
good.
plays like
Yep.
the supernatural angle, and
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that show, man.
I might check that out. It's probably been debunked as completely garbage, but
I don't know.
maybe
I
not.
don't know.
Maybe not.
She had those eyes, dude.
She had the eyes.
You could tell by the eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like she was seeing.
Like oh fuck.
She saw on a different.
There's like an oh fuck moment. dude.
Yeah, different plane of view, man.
I've had a couple of oh fuck moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about our Ouija board story eventually.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Probably next Halloween. We'll probably save it.
Yeah.
Save it for the Halloween episode.
All right,
Maybe we'll
guys.
do an Are You Dead episode every week, every year.
You just gotta come stick with us for another 11 months, dude.
Yeah, another 11 months, dude.
No problem. We'll be there in no time.
Like I said, send us your stories on Instagram. I've been trying to just reach out to people and try to get anyone on the podcast. If anyone wants to come on and be a guest,
TikTok.
yeah.
Follow
help
our
us out.
TikTok.
Follow us. We'll talk
No.
some horror movies.
No, we're actually scared. Follow, subscribe. Tell your friends, guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. We're gonna talk about these fucking things flying around New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Those are creepy.
Yeah, we're gonna be like 2 weeks too late, but
Whatever. They're still happening.
thanks.
Later.